Hi, Omiko, how are you?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm doing great here in Argentina. Where are you from?
I am from Louisiana.
I know Louisiana because of Britney Spears.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Aimiko Johnson, and I am a Vitiligo international published model. I am an entrepreneur. I am a mother of four and a grandmother of four. I'm also an advocate for vitiligo, and I am a social media influencer.
What do you think people first think about you when they first meet you?
I don't think they think anything. I think they think, wow, that's different.
What's vitiligo? Where is it?
Vitiligo is an autoimmune disorder that causes white patches to form upon the skin because the cells that make up the color of your skin, they die. So basically, I'm losing the color in my skin.
How old were you when you first noticed there was something different in your skin?
I was 25 years old, and I got a little tiny spot right here under my eye, and I had another one under my arm.
And what did you do when you noticed that?
The first one I noticed was the one under my arm.
Okay.
So I had a doctor's appointment coming up. So when I got to my, a yearly annual visit, I just threw it in there with the questions that he might, because at the end he would be like, well, do you have any questions? Do you have anything going on? And I was like, well, I have this one little spot under my arm, and for whatever reason, it's getting bigger, and I don't know what it is. And then he looked at it. He was like, I think I know what it is, but he was like, maybe you might be allergic to razors. So I stopped shaving, but it still got bigger.
Were you scared when that happened?
You know what? When I panicked was when the spot under my eye came.
Okay.
And it was the same. That's because I was like, oh, hold up. It's messing with my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, something has got to be wrong. One of my friends, she was a nurse. She told me, she said, anything that has to do with the skin, you need to go see a dermatologist. So I made an appointment and got in a dermatologist's chair. By the time I got to be in his chair, it had spread it even more under both of my eyes. So when I got there, I was panicking, like, do I have skin cancer? Like, what is going on? Why am I changing colors? He was like, first of all, you don't got skin cancer, so calm down. He was like, you have a skin condition. It's called vitiligo. And then I was like, vitiligo, what is that? Can I die from it? Is it contagious? Will it harm me in any way? He was like, calm down, no. And then he started to explain to me what it was. And then he showed me different images of different people who had the condition. Now that scared me.
Why do you think you were scared by then?
The pictures that he showed me of the people that had it, they were... Their vitiligo was like everywhere, like all over their bodies, on their hands, and just the way their vitiligo had formed. I mean, I didn't find it attractive at all. That I may potentially, look like a monster because I felt like the pictures that he showed me of the other people, they looked like monsters. Like, they looked scary. I thought about my children, about the kids that would... I'm very active. I was very active as a mother in school with my children. I would always go volunteer, sit with them. So I just was imagining what the other kids would think when they saw me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What happened when vitiligo started to cover more parts of your body?
I began to hide it. I wore makeup. And then I wore long sleeve clothes in the middle of summer. Winter was my favorite. Season because I could wear big clothes, sweaters, a jacket, a scarf, and stuff. So I would be able to hide, this part, or like my hands. I could wear gloves.
Yes.
So so I covered it with my clothes. I went through drastic measures to try and hide it as best I could.
There was a time where you decided to show your skin.
I'm from Louisiana, first of all, and it's really, really hot and humid in Louisiana. And so, first of all, the makeup was irritating me to my core. Because before I got vitiligo, I didn't really wear makeup. I had a natural face, you know, I had pretty skin, and I never really had to wear much makeup. I wouldn't even wear it. I would only put makeup on when I'm going to something fancy that I had to dress up for. But besides that, all around the house, you know, I was just barefaced, no makeup. And then I got to a place where inside my soul, I was just tired of hiding. I felt like I wasn't being my true self. I felt confined, and I didn't want to be confined anymore. I felt like it controlled how I moved, how I lived, and I wanted to take back control over my life and how I view myself, and not worry so much about what other people feel about me.
Are there any studies that show what causes vitiligo?
There are a few studies. They said something. It might have something to do with our blood cells.
Okay.
With the blood cells, like the red blood cell, and not being as strong. They said it could be caused by thyroid, by thyroids, different things.
Is it a way to stop it? I mean, is there a treatment for it?
There are many treatments. There's a treatment called Halva. It's where you sit under this light. It's kind of like a tanning, but you could potentially get skin cancer. Yeah. There are creams that they have. Those are steroid creams that you could try, and you can get skin cancer from those. So there are lots of treatments, but there is no cure.
Have you ever experienced social disadvantages due to your condition?
You know what? Yes. A lot of people, for whatever reason, and I have no idea why this is, but they question my race, which skin color has nothing to do with race. So people ask me quite often, am I black or am I white? And I be like, I'm black. Skin color doesn't have anything to do with race. People are constantly, they call me a cow, a leopard, tell me that my N-word is loading 50%. They tell me the most stupid things. And it be people just trying to get a laugh, you know? And so it doesn't bother me because I know who I am as an individual and as a human being. So I don't pay attention to that. But people tend to not want to used to not want to take money out my hand because they thought it was contagious, and it's not. It's not contagious in any way. People not wanting to hire me to be on a job because they thought that I would bring too much attention to their workplace, or because at first, when I first got it, I was very tempered about it. Okay. I hated people staring at me. I hated people asking me questions about it, but it was just my own ignorance to my own condition. Now I feel different. I feel it's my job to educate those that don't know.
Given that there are so many people with the same condition, what would you say to people with vitiligo?
At first, it was hard for me to deal with the change, of my color, of my skin, because I was so used to living this one way, and then the change of me changing, and I'm literally a whole complete different person than I was before I had vitiligo. And I understand that you're gonna go through a roller coaster of emotions when you first, realize that you have the condition. When you're gonna go through your ups and downs. You're gonna have your days where you have your good days, and sometimes you're gonna have bad days, and sometimes you're gonna have really, really, really low days where you don't even want to get out of bed. But get out of bed. It's just some skin. it doesn't affect you. It affects you mentally, because don't allow people to get in your head. No one has the right to tell you how to feel about you. You understand? No one has that right. So if you love yourself, if you look in the mirror and you say, you know what, I'm beautiful, that's what it is. Nobody's opinion. Don't let people get in your head. You know, like push them out. And I know it's hard to do those, to practice that, but I practiced self-love on myself. I used to write myself little notes on my mirror, and I used to recite them to myself every single morning and every night before I went to bed until I believed the words that were coming out of my mouth. It is a hard condition to deal with, but you can get past. If I can get past, having this condition, you can too. Just be strong and believe in yourself and know that it's just some skin. Live. Life is so short. I mean, we only get one life to live. Why would you just sit there and care about what people say your whole life? I mean, that's misery. Who wants to live in misery? You know what I'm saying?
Is there anything else you would like to say?
I'm going to speak to the men because I'm always talking to the girls. To the guys, that have the condition. I know it'd be a lot of attention on us girls, right? Because we express our emotions, and a lot of guys keep things hidden, and they feel like I can't be emotional about it. I gotta be tough. But it's okay for you to. I want to see more guys come out and speak to the younger generation of younger men that are coming up that are getting vitiligo as well. I want to see you guys front and center. You guys, I know y'all have emotions. I mean, y'all try to hide them, but these young people, they really need to see you be an example. They need to see you unveil and release and say how you feel. You see, we have the liberty of being able to use makeup and stuff like that to cover, but I know a lot of you guys, y'all not gonna wear no makeup. So these kids, they need to hear your emotions, hear what you have to say, how you feel, and they need some male, we need some male examples as well, not just all girls.
Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate that you took time out of your life to come to this interview. A todos los que nos están mirando, voy a dejar en la descripción del video el Instagram de ella. Voy a dejar, pueden suscribirse al canal si no lo hicieron, pueden seguirme en Instagram, TikTok y todas las redes sociales, Twitter también. Y me olvidé decirlo al principio otra vez, literalmente soy el peor youtuber del mundo, pero pueden donarme un cafecito si así lo desean. Le voy a dejar el link y pueden suscribirse al Patreon si también así lo desean, que me ayudan muchísimo a que este formato pueda seguir realizándose de manera independiente como a mí me gustaría. Gracias, muchas gracias. ¿Hablas español? Do you speak Spanish?
I just know a few words.
¿Cuáles? Which ones?
Gracias.
Okay.
And amigo.
Yeah.
And I know a few.
Well, you can.
But you know what? I live in Texas, and there's a lot of Spanish people here.
Okay.
And I was just telling my husband the other day, I said, I'm going to take some Spanish classes because I need to learn Spanish. Because they all talk Spanish over here, and I be like...
Yes, you need to learn Spanish. But you can use those words together. You can say, gracias, mis amigos, and we can end the video there.
Gracias, mi amigo.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, baby. Thank you for having me.
Bye.